Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. We are back with another reviewing new and or viral products video. So we have makeup, skincare, hair care, and body care per usual. A lot to talk through, so let's just jump right into it. Starting off with makeup, I have the Mcgrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. This is a foundation that recently went viral during the Sephora VIB sale. I actually saw several creators raving about this and saying that it was the best foundation they had ever tried in their entire lives. And that was perfect timing because I purchased this probably like a month before the VIB sale. I'd been playing around with it. I didn't know if I was gonna mention it on my channel because I was like, I don't know if anyone cares about this, but after those videos went viral, I was like, okay, I'm sure people will be curious given how much love this has been getting on social media. So this is a long-wearing lightweight foundation that builds from sheer to medium coverage in a wide range of universal hues that manifest the ultimate sublime skin standard. Whatever that means. So I know they say that it builds from sheer to medium coverage, but on the Sephora website, it's described as a medium coverage foundation with a natural finish. This foundation is so lightweight, it has almost a water-like texture. I don't think I have ever tried a foundation that's as lightweight as this one. It really just feels like nothing on the skin, but still gives such a good amount of coverage. So I find that that combination makes it just look not so makeup-y, which is always nice. I have never ended up with this look sheer and coverage on my skin. I would say it always looks medium to medium full, and again, I think it looks really nice and not too makeup-y. Definitely has a really pretty natural finish. It's not something that's going to enhance your glow in a major way, but it's not super matte either. Plus, this does last all day long on my skin and looks beautiful throughout the entire day, so I totally understand the hype. I have been loving this foundation. I've been reaching for it all the time, and that says a lot because you guys know how much I love my L'Oreal Tinted Serum. This is just beautiful if you want something that is a little bit less glowy on the skin than that. I will say that because this is so water-like in texture, it doesn't have the same kind of spread when you're blending it like something like the L'Oreal Tinted Serum. So when you are applying it, I would definitely recommend pumping it on the back of your hand and rubbing it out there, and then putting that on your face and blending with a sponge versus just pumping on the back of a sponge and trying to apply it that way. I just found that that didn't work for me. It didn't, again, give me that nice spread with the blend. So do it that way, put it on the back of your hand, and then you'll get a beautiful result for sure. Last thing I want to mention with this is the shade range. So I have the shade Light 5, which is perfect when I don't have self-tan on, but I have not been able to find a shade that looks good with my self-tanner. I do feel like the undertones are, I don't know, just kind of a bit strange. There are a ton of peachy undertones, and whenever I put those on my skin, they just look super off. And in looking at the range, I feel like they have so many shades like that when that's not necessarily the most common undertone. So you may have a hard time finding a shade that works for you, but if you are able to, it is beautiful. All right, that was a lot to say about one product, but I feel like foundations are one of those product categories where there's a lot of detail to provide. I could do an entire video just talking about one foundation. So hopefully that's helpful in case you had your eye on that foundation. But let's move right along to the next complexion product, which is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Corrector Serum. It's their new serum concealer. We'll just go with that. This is also an incredibly lightweight product that I would describe as having kind of a water-like texture. I love products that feel like that. And this one definitely does seem to have a little bit more blend. It's easier to kind of spread out than that foundation. On my skin, I would say it has like a naturally glowy finish and it looks really fresh under the eyes, but it just doesn't have enough coverage for me. It's like light to light/medium at most in coverage, and I feel like I definitely prefer a medium coverage foundation because I can still see my dark circles peeking through when I wear this. So when that happens, I'm like, what's the point in me even putting concealer on, you know? So not for me personally, but if you don't mind the look of dark circles peeking through, or you don't have heavy dark circles, you may love. Next is a newer mascara from Too Faced. This has been out for a minute. It's the Better Than Sex mascara in the shade Chocolate. Does this actually smell like chocolate? No, that's fine by me. I don't need my lashes to smell like chocolate, but this is a really beautiful chocolatey brown color, and that's exactly why I picked it up. I feel like I've been on the hunt for a true brown mascara that performs really well for so long, and I just can't find it because all of the brands that have mascaras that I love whenever I look to see if they have a brown shade, it's always black brown, and then it just ends up looking black on my lashes. But this is a true chocolate brown that, at least on my lashes, doesn't look black. I love the way that it looks, and it actually performs so well. I do have to layer it up with a few coats in order to get my lashes as long and separated as I would like. Otherwise, I feel like they just look a bit too short and clumped together, but with a few layers, I feel like it works so well. I actually have it on my lashes today. This eye is looking amazing. This one, I have a few lashes that are in the growth cycle where they're a little bit short, you know? Eyelashes have a growth cycle just like the hair on our head does, and I feel like I always end up with a few lashes right next to each other that are in that regrowth phase at the same time. So if you're wondering why that is, it's not the mascara, it's my lashes. But anyway, if you've also been on the hunt for a true brown mascara that works really well, look no further. Another mascara that I wanted to pick up is the new Fenty Beauty mascara. This one has a pretty basic wand. It is completely straight and slightly, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. It's completely straight and slightly tapered. And this has a very wet formula, so it's something that I feel just is a little bit too clumpy on me by itself, but it works great as a layering mascara. So if I have something that separates first or even after using this, and then I layer this with it to add some extra volume and fullness, then it's perfect. I actually bought this because my mom has been using it and it looks amazing on her lashes. Let me check what she pairs this with. Okay, so she does 2 coats of Fenty and then adds the Ulta Lash Flash Tubing Mascara on top. And it looks incredible on her lashes. Another Fenty product that is not new but has been viral for a long time is the Fenty Diamond Balm in the shade How Many Carats. Look at that. So this has been viral on TikTok for a long time, but I feel like it's been so difficult to find because of that. It's been out of stock in so many places, and I finally saw it in stock at a Sephora, so I snatched it up, and it really is beautiful. I totally understand why people love this. When you swatch it, you'll see that the product itself doesn't really have like a shade per se. It's just that it has all of these little teeny tiny silvery glitter reflex throughout it, so it just looks like this glassy, glossy, diamondy, sheeny, shiny thing. This is such a difficult product for me to describe, but it's the same exact type of thing as the Makeup by Mario, what is that called? The Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector in the shade Quartz. Let me actually grab that so I can swatch. Fenty Beauty, of course, Makeup by Mario. They look so similar. Here's what they look like on my fingers before I swatch. This one right here is Fenty Beauty. This one is Makeup by Mario. They look the same. Okay, let's swatch. Fenty Beauty, Makeup by Mario. Makeup by Mario is definitely a bit more sheer, like it has less of that silver pulling through, and it definitely looks just a little bit glossier. But they're so similar, there's really not much of a difference. So if you already have this one from Makeup by Mario, you definitely don't need the one from Fenty. Makeup by Mario is $26 for 0.12 ounces of product, and Fenty is $42 for 0.28 ounces of product. So whichever one you get, I don't think you can go wrong. They're both stunning, and I love products like this for all over the eyes. It's my favorite way to add some glitter and shimmer to the eyes without using a full-on metallic eyeshadow. Next, we have some sheer shiny lipsticks. You guys know I can't help myself. I had been seeing these all over, specifically Instagram Reels actually. These never came up on my TikTok feed, but these are the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine Lipsticks, and this is definitely not a new product. It's probably considered an old product at this point, but it just blew up on social media because of how freaking beautiful these are. These are everything that I look for in a sheer shiny lipstick, so naturally I bought 4 of them. The bullet looks like this if you're curious, and this is how they swatch out. They are perfectly pigmented, just a nice light amount of pigment, and so shiny, beautifully glossy. Are you kidding? So we have Sparkling Honey, Glazed Mauve, Glossed Up Rose, and Toasting Glasses. Glazed Mauve is my personal favorite, shocker, but all of the shades are stunning. They feel unbelievably comfortable on the lips. It's like throwing on a lip treatment, but then you also get this beautiful color with it. I cannot get enough. The only issue is that I was not able to find these in store, like in the drugstore. I was seeing that people were having luck with that, or success with that, or however you would say that, but I was not able to find them that way. So I picked them up on Amazon, which is nice and convenient as well. However, I feel like because they went so viral, they hiked up the price on Amazon. So just be aware of that for certain shades. I did notice when I purchased, they were definitely expensive. Like I think the glazed mauve was almost $30, which is like, come on. So if you are able to find them in store, I would definitely go that route because you'll be able to get them cheaper than that. Last for makeup is this tool right here. I'm sure a lot of you will know what this is, and a lot of you will not and have no idea what's going on here and why I'm holding this up. So this is a foundation spatula, also something that went viral on TikTok. I don't know the exact origin of this, but I feel like I was seeing videos from people saying that it's something that they learned from their mom and from Asian cultures as a way to perfectly apply foundation with just like the exact perfect amount of product. So I just pumped foundation onto the back of my hand, and then I used the side of the spatula to pick it up. And then I went ahead and ran that edge along my face, just moving it slowly. And you will see it really does just lay down like the perfect amount so that you're not overdoing it and adding way too much makeup so that you end up with really cakey looking foundation. So definitely not a necessary tool by any means, but something that was fun to try out and something that I think is nice for anyone like me that can just accidentally go overboard and goes in with a heavy hand sometimes, and then you end up with a full face of makeup that you didn't really want. Skincare time. The first product is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Bags Rapid Bags. That was so Minnesotan. Bye Bye Under Eye Bags. Rapid Bag Reducer. So this is something that claims to be an eye lift in a tube. It says it will depuff, tighten, and smooth. And I nearly got canceled on TikTok when I posted my original review of this product. I feel like I should film an entire get ready with me talking about that because comments these days, I'm gonna save that for a get ready with me. And to clarify, the almost cancellation in my mind was over something that I didn't do, but that I was accused of doing. Okay, so I just accidentally squeezed out way too much. This is what the product itself looks like. It's like this lightweight gel lotion. I gotta sneeze again. And if you have ever tried the Peter Thomas Roth, I think, what's it called? Like the Rapid Wrinkle Reducer or that Under Eye Firmer, this is the same type of product as that, where it really is supposed to like tighten and perfect your under eye area. But this one is better. Because I don't really have a lot of signs of aging around my eyes yet, I wanted my mom to test this out for you guys so that you could really see the difference in before and after. So this is what that looks like. It is unreal. I personally think it looks so good. Not only does it smooth texture and smooth lines, it also like fills in where she has, you know, just like that natural, what do you call that? I legitimately cannot think of the word for that right now. You guys know what I'm talking about. This like natural line, it fills that in and literally looks like under eye filler. But this also works for puffy under eyes and like heavy bags. So I have seen tons of reviews using it that way as well. You can see photos on their Instagram, their website, everything for all the different types of eye concerns that this helps with. If you are somebody that has any of those things that you are looking to have a quick cover up for, definitely look into this, but of course know that the results are not permanent. It's not something that's going to give you long lasting results. When you take this off, the results go away. And it is really difficult to remove, so just be aware of that. Even with just like a cleansing oil, for me, because I did test it out, but I didn't really see a huge difference. When I tried to do that with just a cleansing oil, it was not coming off. So I had to go in with my fake nails here and like scratch at it to get it to fully come off. So just be aware of that, but wow, amazing product. Let's move on to sunscreens. I actually have so many for this video. There is an Australian brand called Naked Sundays that I had never heard of before. They recently sent me PR with some sunscreens and also a sunscreen lip oil. So if you watched my SPF lip product showdown, then you will maybe remember that brand, maybe not. That's fine if you don't. I'll list that video below if you haven't seen that yet. That is definitely a great sunscreen lip oil. Unfortunately, I didn't really have luck with either of these sunscreens. The first is the Clear Glow Radiant Sun Serum. It is an SPF 50, and the filters are homosalate, butyl methoxy, oh my god, y'all, methoxy dibenzoyl methane. nailed it. And octyl salicylate. It's 2 hours water resistant, which is amazing, but I just do not like the texture of it. This is the same kind of idea as the Supergoop, Supergoop. Oh my god. The Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, where it's completely clear and doesn't have any tint to it and has that like silicone-y primer feel. But this one just feels gross in my opinion. I feel bad saying that, but there really is not one thing about this that I like. Even though it is lightweight in the sense that it's not like a thick cream, it feels kind of oily to me. And on my skin, it never dried down. Like it just stayed feeling oily, and I didn't really feel like I got a pore blurring effect, which a lot of the times can be the benefit of products like this. The other sunscreen was better, but still just not something I loved. It's the Collagen Glow 100% Mineral Sunscreen, which is also an SPF 50 and contains 22.75% zinc oxide. This one does have a little bit of a tint to it, but I feel like it's just there to cover up the white cast. On me, it completely blends in. It doesn't look like I have extra color on my skin, but then again, I'm pale as heck. And I do think it has a really beautiful glowy finish that doesn't look greasy, but this just feels too heavy for me. It definitely is a thicker cream and, you know, feels heavy when you're applying it. It's just not my favorite for that reason. So I would love to see more from them in the future because I feel like they're doing some awesome things. I love that their sunscreens are SPF 50. This one, does it say anything about being water resistant? 80 minutes water resistant. Yeah, like I feel like they're nailing it with those kinds of factors, but the product itself is just not quite there for me. The Kopari Sun Shield Soft Glow Daily Face SPF was worse though. There is not one thing about this that I like. I gotta be real. I had such high hopes for this because it looks stunning in the bottle. Like, look at this. Can you even see? Oh, focus on this, not my face. No one cares. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick up on that, but it just has these like beautiful teensy tiny glitter reflex. It is a chemical sunscreen, homosalate, octisalate, octocrylene, and avobenzone, but it feels like oil. This is greasy. Hated applying this, hated the way that it felt on my skin. Similar to Naked Sundays, I feel like I just could continue to feel it. It never fully dried down. Yuck. The Kosas Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Sunscreen is one that I had a lot more success with. This is a broad spectrum SPF 40. It has zinc oxide, peptide ceramides, hyaluronic acid, allantoin. It also does have a little bit of a tint to cover up the white cast, but it's not intended to be a tinted sunscreen to provide you color coverage. And this really is just beautiful through and through. It's a lightweight lotion. It feels really nice to apply. It looks beautiful on the skin. It's very healthy and radiant and glowy, but it doesn't look greasy, and it works really beautifully under makeup. It gives you like an additional oomph to the glowiness. There is a little bit of an oily slip to it, so if you have extra oily skin, I don't think that you'll love this, but if you are normal to dry, I think you'll be obsessed. It really is so beautiful, and how cute is this packaging? I love it. Last for sunscreen, we have 3 new shades in the Supergoop Glowscreen sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum SPF 40 that went viral a couple of years ago now. I will show you all 4 of the shades swatched out here in case the original didn't work for you, but you love the product itself and want a better color match. So the original definitely has more of like a warm yellow undertone. Then we have Dawn, which is cooler and pink in undertone. Golden Hour, which is a really beautiful golden bronze. And Sunset, which is the deepest and a beautiful deep bronze. This sunscreen is definitely not for the faint of heart. It really does look just like you have a super glowy primer on that's kind of like highlighter all over the face. So if you're not into that, I would skip, but if you love products like that, maybe you love wearing something like this under foundation, then check out the new shades. I am glad they did that. I am always happy and relieved to see brands stepping in that direction. Long overdue. Moving on to body care, I did talk about this product in my last favorites video. It is the Charlotte's Magic Body Cream, and I wanted to bring it up here in case any of you missed that because this is a new product that I know has been getting a lot of hype. It is stunning. So this is really marketed as a body cream that's meant to give you that red carpet glow. So it's something that I feel is perfect for special events. If you have a wedding that you're going to or anything like that where you're wearing a dress where your shoulders and chest are out and you want just like a really awesome glowy glow on your body, then this is the product to use. It's not something that I use all over my body, but for moments like that, when I want to highlight my collarbones, just, you know, like pop a glow on the shoulders, this is everything. I freaking love it. Saltair recently came out with a nourishing body oil in their Santal Bloom fragrance, and it is super nice. Yum. This has notes of delicate rose, jasmine petals, and creamy sandalwood. It's described as warm, sensual, and evocative. This isn't the kind of fragrance that I would wear every day, but I know so many people are obsessed with this fragrance, and I totally understand why. It really does smell super nice. And the body oil itself is really nice because it's not greasy and it actually dries down really well. So if you're looking for something like that with a creamy, sensual, evocative fragrance, here you go. Last body care item is a perfume. This has been around forever, and I feel like I have been hearing about it forever, so I finally purchased it a couple of months ago. It is the Glossier You fragrance. I want to love this so bad because in the actual bottle, I am obsessed with the way it smells. It is a warm and spicy fragrance with notes of pink pepper, iris, and abrox. What's that? Oh my god, it smells so good. And whenever my little sister wears this, I'm always like, what are you wearing? You smell amazing. But on me, it just doesn't settle like that. I feel like it smells, I don't know, like clean on my skin, and there's nothing wrong with that. It smells nice, but it just doesn't smell how it smells in this bottle or on my sister, and I'm so jealous because, ugh. So I feel like this is one of those fragrances that you definitely need to test out first, like run to Sephora, spray some on, see how it wears on you throughout the day before buying it. Because if it settles nicely on you, then you'll need it. Oh, I'm so jealous. All right, let's wrap up with hair. First up is the L'Oreal Elvive Bond Repair Rescue Pre-Shampoo Treatment. I wanted to bring this up in this video because I continue to get so many questions asking if I will review this product and this line, and I already did that. So I'm gonna list that video below. I reviewed this entire line and compared it to the L'Oreal Everpure Bond Strengthening line and the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate line because they are all allegedly super similar and dupey. This contains a 12% bond repair complex with citric acid, and I think that it's a great option for a damage repair treatment for anyone that needs an affordable option and anyone that doesn't have access to L'Oreal Everpure Bond Strengthening, which is here in the US. This is available in Europe, overseas. You can still pick it up in the US, but I'm gonna leave all the details on which ones I like best for that video since I already did it, so listed below again. That's that on that. Ugh, okay, Redken recently came out with an acidic bonding concentrate lightweight liquid conditioner, which I was so excited to try out. I have been waiting for a product just like this from this exact range, so I was ecstatic. This contains an 11% bonding care complex with citric acid, and honestly doesn't really have anything else that noteworthy in it. I was hoping to see amodimethicone, and that's not in here, which is fine because citric acid is an amazing ingredient, but unfortunately this just does not really work great for me. First of all, they definitely need to replace the nozzle here. What would you call this? Like spray nozzle? It does not spray out evenly. It's not a nice fine mist that disperses well. It just kind of like, could I show this to you guys without it being messy? Okay, you can even tell here. Just kind of like shoots out in, yeah, come on. So that is gonna stick to your hair and not like spread and again disperse nicely and evenly on your hair. And that made me initially apply more product than I would want to because I wanted that to be on all of my hair and not just like certain sections. So when I did that, my hair felt super gross, to be honest. It felt sticky. It looked a mess. So when I tried it the second time, I still had the same issue with the spray bottle, but tried to apply less to see if that would help. And I still didn't love the way that it felt in my hair. I didn't love how my hair looked. Again, it just felt kind of like a little sticky and like I had product in it, and it didn't detangle my hair as well as I would like it to. So unfortunately for me, this one did not work out, which I'm so bummed about. I really wanted it to, but, and last but not least, something I am so excited about for those of you that have the Dyson blow dryer. If you do have that and you don't love it, I feel your pain. I got that, maybe like a year ago in PR, and thankfully I didn't buy it with my own money, but I hated it. It made my hair look super like poofy and frizzy and damaged and dry, and I honestly don't think I've ever had a dryer do that to my hair. Like, hair dryers always make my hair look nice and sleek and glossy. So I was like, what in the actual heck? Because this is such an expensive blow dryer. I know that there are so many people that have purchased this with their own money, of course. So if I had done that and I wasn't able to return it, I would have been so upset. For whatever reason, it just does not agree with my hair type when I use it as it comes in the packaging. It made my hair look really frizzy and dry and damaged, and I've never had an issue like that with a blow dryer before. Blow dryers always make my hair look more sleek and shiny and soft, so I was so confused. I went and looked at reviews and I saw that there were tons of reviews that had the exact same kinds of complaints, but also so many 5-star reviews from people loving it. So I think it really is just one of those blow dryers that varies depending on your hair type. I know other people that have had the same experience as me and were able to return it, but if you still have the blow dryer and you're not obsessed with your results, I have a solution for you. They have what is called a gentle attachment, and this literally just magnetically attaches to the end of the blow dryer. I do not understand how on earth this works, but it somehow does. Just by adding this to the blow dryer, I had night and day results. My hair was not dry and frizzy looking. It looked really soft and smooth. It looked so good, honestly. So if you're not obsessed with your Dyson blow dryer results, I would 100% recommend picking this up. It will help, I promise. They also came out with, what is this one called? A Flyaway attachment, which looks super goofy. It also magnetically attaches to the dryer, and it's something that you can use to help to straighten and smooth flyaways. And it works great for that purpose, but if I were to only recommend one of these, it would definitely be the gentle attachment, because that is really what did most of the magic. All right, you guys, those are all of the products that I wanted to share for this version of reviewing new/viral products. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you gonna pick any of these up? If so, as always, they will all be listed and linked in my description box below in order of mention. If there is anything else that you would like me to test out, let me know that so I can add it to my list and include it in a future video. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for your support in doing those things. It means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one, because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I am out of breath, and I hope you have a great few days.